Imagine this. One man, centuries ago, sketches a helicopter before we could even get off the ground. He dissects a human body like he's unlocking a blueprint. Paints a woman so mysterious, her smile still haunts us 500 years later. And through it all, a beard. A beard so iconic, it might have been the source of his genius. Today, we uncover the man behind the mystery, the brush behind the brilliance, and the beard behind it all. Welcome to Beardtory. This is Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo was born in 1452 in Vinci, Italy. Probably said it wrong, my bad. Which technically makes his full name Leonardo from Vinci, but when your legacy is that huge, you only need one name. From an early age, Leonardo showed brilliance in, well, everything. Art, anatomy, engineering, geology, hydrodynamics, you name it. The man didn't multitask, he multi-dominated. He didn't come from nobility. He was the illegitimate child of a notary and a peasant woman. But instead of inheriting a title, he inherited, well, an insatiable curiosity. And eventually, a face full of the most intellectual-looking beard the Renaissance had ever seen. Leonardo's notebooks, there were over 13,000 pages of sketches and mere written notes, are where his beard really flexed its muscle. He was sketching helicopters 400 years before we even had flight. He designed war machines, water lifts, and even robotic knights. And somewhere among those pages, detailed drawings of the human form, muscles, bones, and yes, the anatomy of beards. He didn't just grow one, he actually studied them. Allegedly. He was a left-handed vegetarian who wrote backwards, barely finished projects, and left a trail of genius wherever he went. Basically, your weird friend in high school who was too smart for the rest of us, if he also painted The Last Supper. Now, let's talk about the beard. His style was long, flowing, silver gray, no sharp lines, just natural, wise, and noble. You know, its function, it was kind of his personal brand. The beard of a sage, a seer, a man who made the future happen in a notebook while wearing linen robes. You know, kind of work from home before work from home was a thing. And portraits of Da Vinci, even, you know, the crazy, creepy, futuristic ones, always featured that magnificent beard. It wasn't fashionable, it was his identity. In a world where clean-shaven faces often signified order or conformity, Leonardo's beard said, I'm not like the other artists. I built tanks, too. Leonardo lived in a volatile time. Renaissance Italy was basically artistic brilliance meets political chaos. He worked for the Medici family, the Sforzas, and even King Francis I of France, you know, obviously, later in life. He drew up plans for a bridge that wouldn't be built for 500 years. He painted the Mona Lisa, a portrait so, well, I guess, wild? Let's go with wild, that it's still sparking conspiracy theories and awkward museum selfies to this day. He was also known to spend days alone, sketching birds in flight, watching water move, or calculating how light reflects off waves, while others were plotting power. Leonardo was wondering why the sky was blue, and probably, you know, twirling and rubbing his fingers through his beard while doing it. Leonardo died in 1519 at the age of 67 in France, reportedly in the arms of King Francis I, who said, there has never been another man born in the world who knew as much as Leonardo. Imagine inspiring royalty to cradle your final breath. That's beard royalty at its finest. He left behind no children, no wife, and no formal disciples. But he left behind ideas that would shape science, art, and thought for centuries. And images of his beard that would inspire wizards, professors, and rogue inventors for generations to come. Let's go ahead and crank the gears on this genius beard and rank it. We always rank it on a couple of different things. We rank it on wisdom points. We rank it on fear factor, intimidation level, thickness and wildness, and historical impact. And we give it a total and compare it to all the other beards. We were going to do a top 10 only, but some people want a top 20. So we're all about giving the people what they want. First up, wisdom points. He turned questions into careers and doodles into destiny. I mean, just an absolutely brilliant individual, I'm going to go with a 9.4 out of 10. Fear factor. Let's be honest. I've never heard anybody in writings, songs, really anything, of people being scared of Da Vinci. Absolutely brilliant. Somebody that you wanted on your side, but doesn't exactly scream fear factor. Not the Joe Rogan fear factor. But he's just not a fearful guy. You weren't afraid of him, unless you were afraid of feeling dumb around him. So for that, I'm going to say 3.4 out of 10. Intimidation level. The beard itself, maybe a little intimidating, but it wasn't scary. I mean, the beard kind of said, I know things you don't. And also, I built a water-powered saw in 1475. Not the most intimidating, but maybe if you didn't know him, you would be a little intimidated. For that, I'm going to give it a 6.9 out of 10. Thickness and wildness. It was full. It was flowing. It was fantastically well aged. And again, it's pretty thick, fairly wild. So it's going to get a nice 8.4 out of 10. Historical impact. This one is wild. I mean, he's the reason half of us doodle spirals and call ourselves creative. Da Vinci. There's robots in surgery named after him. There's the Mona Lisa, the Last Supper, whatever it is. All of the paintings, people know it. People know Da Vinci who don't, well, know Da Vinci. He's passed away in the 1500s. We're still talking about him. This has a huge historical impact of a 9.7 out of 10. For those not good at math, total score 37.8. And hear how Da Vinci ranks amongst all the other beards that we have ranked so far. Let me know if I got it right, got it wrong, or where you would rank Da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci, he didn't just have a beard, he had the beard. The beard that painted, pondered, invented, and inspired. A beard that wasn't just a style choice, it was a Renaissance statement. So next time you're feeling creative, or growing a beard that makes you look like you might be building a flying machine in your garage, you should probably go ahead and thank Leonardo. With that being said, that's all we got. Join us next time on Beardtory, where we celebrate the legends, the myths, and the mains that shaped history, one beard at a time. We'll be back next week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Take care, everybody.